We worked on a project with a bank, and they had a very large credit card division. Millions of customers were in their accounts, and they had customers who were often late paying their bills. And prior research suggested that one of the ways that maybe we could help people pay their bills on time was when they had a late bill, that we put it on color paper instead of standard white paper. The literature shows that color paper is, it pops more, it's more salient to people. So, you have folks who are sloppy payers, or you have folks that are stretched, and we want them to prioritize paying this bill. And so the hypothesis was simple. Let's run an experiment where we put late bills on color paper. And so we thought this would be a quick win. So we approached the fellow who's in charge of the bill statements, and we said, hey, we've got this really neat idea. We'd like you to test using color paper with your folks who are behind on their bills. And he said, nope, absolutely not. Do you realize that the color paper costs 3 cents more per sheet? Millions of customers, bill cycles every month, so there would be, over time, a substantial cost to this one line item. But we were suggesting, let's just run an experiment. The paper cost in this experiment would be about $500. We just want to learn what the impact is. We just want to see what happens. Is it worth the expense? I shared this story with the company's CEO over dinner. And when I relayed the response that her team had, she literally started to bang her head on the table at the restaurant. And she looked at me and she said, I can understand if we were in one of those cycles where we were penny pinching, where it was, all the cost, we were kind of talking about all of the cost in the organization, and I could understand a response like that in that time, but we're not in that kind of situation at all. In fact, she said, I regularly encourage people to be creative, to have new ideas. So what we suggested was the fact that often, it's that behavioral barriers are what's standing in the way, that the members of our team don't recognize the role of experiments is to provide us with an opportunity to learn, that behavioral insights are sometimes counterintuitive, and we don't recognize the potential magnitude of impact of something small.